Hello, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. This is the first episode of the Villain Show. Just want to give thanks to Joseph for letting me use their humble abode. It's gonna be a good time. It's an honor. It's gonna be a super dope pleasure to have our first guest. He goes by Jared Rose. Jared Rose, what's going on?
Hi. Thank you for having me. This is awesome.
Hell
I
yeah.
appreciate you a lot.
I
And
appreciate you.
Chewy, thank you.
Hell yeah.
Woo.
How you doing today?
Today, I'm doing good. I usually don't wear these, but I'm like, it's too bright outside, so I'm like, I'm just gonna wear some because I'm like, ain't no one trying to see that much light this early, Ain't no one
feel
trying
that.
to see this much light,
I feel that. I feel
Yeah.
that.
How you
Hell
doing?
yeah. I'm doing good.
Yeah,
It's been an eventful July,
dude.
man.
I was talking to someone about that. July went by so damn fast. Like literally, I blinked my eyes and it was done. Literally, I can remember I thought last week was like 4th of July, but it was
Yeah,
gone just like that.
I feel that, but it was just like so compact with a bunch of things I had to do and take care of. Man, I enjoy it. Well, now I enjoy it now, but I didn't enjoy it at the time. But man, it's just super wild.
You know what? Shit happens. That's to say the least.
Hell yeah, hell
Shit
yeah.
happens to say the least.
All right, so Jared, where are you from?
Trying to bang on me?
Where you from?
Okay.
Fool? Wow, shit.
Hey, chill, fool. No, I'm kidding. I'm from originally.
Yeah,
Should I tell you where I was born and all that kind of stuff?
let's get into it. Yeah, I want to know
all
your
right.
life story. I want to
All
know your
right.
life story.
So for those of you that don't know, I was born in this very, very, it's pretty ugly. It's called Brawley, California. It's by the border where Calexico's at, by Mexicali over there.
Okay.
So it's I was born there, and then I think at 3 months we moved back to Mexico, and I lived there till I was 5.
Wow.
And
okay.
then I moved here. I actually moved to Pomona when I first, because I didn't know about freaking the U.S. or anything.
Yeah.
And then we came here. We moved to Pomona to those 777 apartments. You know which ones those are? They're right by downtown. I'm sure people know.
Maybe if I'd have to check.
They're right around there. And yeah, and so the first thing I knew was Pomona. And then, but really, I'm an Ontario person though, because I've been living there for 15 years now.
That's right. Onta, that's right.
Onta. So I'm an Ontario guy.
Represent. All right.
That's my, I'm not, I represent Ontario. Now, no shade of Pomona. I love Pomona, but.
Yeah, I know that's Ontario's your stomping grounds and where you developed and stuff.
Yeah.
All right. That's sick.
That's
okay.
a little,
Shout out to 951.
Yeah.
951.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
So what got you into music? So now you're here, but what got you into music?
Oh, man. I have different answers every time. Someone asks me, I'm like, oh, just this is, because in reality, there's too many things that got me into it. I feel
yeah.
to build, I feel like you have people that you see, your friends or your family. My family, no one really makes music like that.
Wow.
No one, the only person I know is my Theo that played in church. But other than that, I would see him, but I'm he lived in Mexico and I was living here. So I'm I would go sometimes and visit and he'd be playing. I'm okay, cool. But I don't know. I just think I had in a way, being first gen, I had to find my way into finding all these, all these artists, all this music that I didn't I grew up on Beaner stuff,
Yeah,
I grew up on
That's
all
fire.
that. So that's me, I'm and to be first gen, I had to look for what I wanted. What did I like? I had to go find it just so I can be all right, I like this. But I don't know. I just feel my grandpa says I sang forever, and I remember singing all the time, and I just wish my parents gave more attention to me doing that.
Yeah.
But being first gen Mexican, they don't speak English. They're just oh,
More about the work and
you're
stuff.
gonna play fucking soccer.
Yeah,
You're gonna play
yeah.
fucking. You better go to school, be some fucking career you don't fucking like. Because
Be an
you're first
astronaut.
gen. You gotta take us out the hood. And I'm
no, I feel that.
all right, bro. So I played soccer for 7 years when I could have been singing.
Wow.
But yeah,
But no, honestly,
That's all, yeah.
I mean, I get it though. You sing really good. You sang, not sing, but sang,
Thank you,
sang.
man.
That's awesome. So, what was
Yeah.
your first instrument? What? Because I know you're a Renaissance man. You got you
Renaissance.
do a bunch of stuff.
Let's start off with voice. That was my
okay.
first instrument for sure. I think that's like the first kind of thing that I like. I feel like with time, I took voice lessons later on in life, but I'm like, I feel like I knew what I was doing. Even like being a little kid, I knew what I was doing. Like I didn't know that I'm like, do I sing good or not? I'm just doing it, And yeah, I mean that I started like beatboxing. I think in like high school.
Oh, okay.
So I went to my roots with this thing, like with like hip hop and stuff. People know me as this, but I'm like I went to my roots, like with like hip hop. Like I thought I was gonna be a rapper before anything else. I was like I thought I was gonna be a rapper, so I was like, you know what? I started beatboxing. I got into the whole like old school thing, like the cipher thing. I got into the old cipher stuff, like everyone, and it's like I felt in a way. I look back at myself and I'm like, I felt like I was like one of those like the break dancers, the what do you call them, like the
B-boys?
the b-boys and stuff. You know how they like the 80s and stuff. Like I look back and I'm like, damn, I was really doing that shit in like 2013, 14, 15, and I was doing that.
That's crazy. That's sick. All right.
Yeah, it's crazy, man.
Did you ever battle anybody? No,
yeah. It's funny enough.
Yeah, real shit.
If you guys watch, there's this thing called Swiss Beatbox. I don't know if you guys have heard of it.
I don't know.
Swiss Beatbox.
Let's check that out.
But yeah, I in high school when I started beatboxing when I was like 15, 16, 15. And I started adding a bunch of beatboxes that like on Facebook that I saw from like, like YouTube and stuff, and I was like, damn, these guys are crazy. And now they're like,
it's
not
big
even
now.
Huh?
It's like it's getting pretty big now.
Yeah, they took it to it because people just see like the TikTok people or the Vine people, and I'm like, that's cool, but these people are like on some other shit, and that's what I started.
Exactly. Yeah. they be doing they be doing like dubstep type of
Who's
beats.
that? What are the names on there? That guy. Oh my god, I fucking love that guy. Oh my god, I love that guy. Yeah, I love that motherfucker.
That's a talent though.
Yeah, I did a project on that guy actually. He's like probably my favorite.
Wow.
He's like the GOAT. Crazy stuff. Yeah, they do some crazy stuff. Looking. Yeah.
Damn. Sick cipher.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's. I've met like more of the American guys that like have hung out and stuff. There's this guy named Napalm. He came in second place for the world. I met him. I met a bunch of people that you've probably seen somewhere like TikTok here, whatever.
I think I heard of Napalm. I think he played a couple hip hop shows.
He probably has. Napalm.
I think so.
He's pretty big. They do like Nickelodeon commercials, like Snickers big stuff. Like, and it was crazy. Like I went through that world. It was
so
crazy.
you were in that.
Yeah, and like I got to meet these people, and the creator of I think it's Swiss Beatbox. I met him too, like a few times too, and that thing blew up too, like after a while. But I did that, I did that for some time, But I'm like, I just want to make music now,
Yeah, it's awesome. So after beatboxing, would you figure out after that? You're just like,
I just felt like I did, and I still do it, Don't get me wrong, like I still do it, just not at that level. I feel like sometimes people they have their time to dedicate their craft and take that specific craft, say like, oh, videography or like you do that, right? But you want to make music, you stop videography for a bit and you take, the music further, right? And so that's your focus. I feel like that was my focus for like a while, but I was like doing all these other things and I was just like, you know what? I could still do that too, but I'm like, I want to make music too, And
yeah.
I feel like I was in a box. I'm like, I don't want to be labeled as this beatboxer, freaking whatever, and and then time happens and then you focus on things, Yeah, I felt like I was like, oh, everyone just knows me as the beatboxer guy, and I'm like, well, there's nothing wrong with that, but I hate being just like, you're that guy, or being like labeled,
it's like, no, I feel that,
man, that ain't me, man.
I get you. Yeah, so in time you just developed and you kind of figured out like, hey, I'm gonna venture off into using my voice more, but
yeah,
that's sonically, so
yeah,
that's pretty cool. So you started using your voice first, and then did you pick up a guitar or?
Yeah. Oh god, that shotgun. Anyways, yeah, I actually, I think I've been playing guitar since I was like 16,
Oh, okay.
probably. And I got one when I was like probably like 13. Just never played it. You know, I was like,
Yeah.
no, I can't do this, man. I have small fingers. I can't do this. I was like, I cannot do this.
Hey, I feel that pain.
It sucks, you know, and like I gave up, but then, you know, passion really comes back to you. When the passion comes, it comes. So don't ever give up.
Yeah, but make
know?
sure too when that passion comes, you attack it.
Hold it, hold it, and be
you
like,
hold it.
hold it and take advantage of it, because that's burning inside of people, and it'll come
Honestly.
whenever it comes, and it'll be, you know, meant to be.
Yeah, whatever your passion is out there, stick to it. Don't lose sight of that.
Promise you, even in the worst days that you're, you know, struggling. I talked to a friend and I was like, the worst days that you're struggling, that you feel like, oh, I don't even, you know, like, that's life testing you. It's like, how much do you really love this?
Exactly.
You know, like, that's when you have to just keep going. Like, when you don't feel like, oh, I can't do this anymore, like, that's when you have to do it even more. You know,
and then it just gets, you get like a stronger backbone of that passion. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
crazy.
you thank yourself later on in life.
Oh, yeah,
You know,
for
like
sure.
months after, you thank yourself. You're like, I'm glad I didn't give up. You know?
Yeah. So you started playing guitar since 16. So how many years now?
I don't know. Whoa. What the fuck? Like 7, 8 years, I
7,
think.
8 years.
Yeah.
Dang.
That's crazy. I don't even, yeah. I don't really think about that sometimes.
Yeah,
you know?
but time flies, and then you stick
Yeah.
to it. You're really good at guitar too,
Oh, thank you, man.
and
trying.
it's hard too. Like, you know, people playing guitar and singing at the same time. That takes a whole nother rhythm in itself.
You know what? I never really thought about it that way, because, you know, like, you get so used to just doing stuff, and like, you don't get, like, when people can't do it, I'm like, I'm not like, hey, why can't you do it? But it's like,
You got to think like, oh yeah, it's like from the outside view.
yeah, I never really saw it like that, because I mean, that's just me. But
Yeah,
I'm like, you know what? You work in your own space, and I'm gonna wish you the best. You know, hopefully
Yeah.
you can get there one day, because everyone could do shit. You know, you just gotta put in your 1,000 hours, and, you know, time of like frustration and, because like, really, in reality, like, people don't just wake up and just do what they do. That it takes work, frustration.
it
Like,
really does.
you gotta take. You know, I told my friend, he's always like, dude, you did this, and this, and this. You know, like, how'd you get this, or how'd you do that? I'm like, let me tell you something, bro. I took the L's that you're taking. You're worried about so many L's that you're taking right now, and we're gonna keep taking them for like the rest of our lives. But I'm like, you think because I'm winning with specific things right now, that doesn't mean shit. I had to take like freaking 10,000 losses just so I could get this really big win.
Yeah, exactly.
And I'm like, I won't let anyone, you know, discredit me from that. I'm like, bro, you work hard for your stuff. You know, you work hard to get to where you are, and like the time that you put in. So don't give up, because, you know, that's why I tell people, you know, I'm like,
and when you get that big win, it feels hella good. You know, it feels hella good.
oh yeah.
Yeah, sick. Okay, so all right. So then after guitar, so what got you into production? I know you make beats too.
Yeah. Damn, it's crazy, because I told my cousin when I was like, I think 17, I was like, she's about to have her baby right now too, like soon, within the next week. But I told her, I was like,
Congrats.
yeah, congrats to her.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's it's crazy. Yeah. But I told her, I was like, hey, she's like, what do you want to do with your life, like, after, you know, high school? And I was like, and me, you know, when you're a kid, you're like, you have like just a view of life in a different way. So I was like, I want to be a producer, you know?
Yeah.
She was like, that sounds hard. Like, you think you could do that? And I'm like, well, I really want to do it, right? And then, you know, I just made beats on my phone for like years, and I would play like, I'll play guitar and stuff, and I eventually got like the iRig, which like it's like the interface that you plug in, and so I started using that for some time, and that was like, you know, my thing. And then for some years, and then remember Tacit actually, might have been like 2018 or 2017. I was like, I showed him some beats that I had, because we were just talking about music, and he was like, you should sell those on my phone, you know? Like, he was like, dude, you should sell those. And I'm like, what are you talking about? I was like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
I was like, what do you mean? Like, sell
What?
the beats that I'm making on my damn phone? You know,
Yeah.
I had no idea. And then years down the line, I look back on those, and I'm like, damn, those are kind of fire.
Exactly.
I'm like, damn.
You know?
I'm like, that's because you don't see things, because
Yeah, exactly.
that's why I just use minimal resources. If you really want to do it, like, it's there. It's just, like visions, high visions, you got to start somewhere. Everyone starts somewhere. So you got, even if it's your phone, and I came this far and that's where I saw myself.
Yeah.
And it's like, but dude, your phone's right there. If you want to make some beats, if you want to do whatever, I hate when people make it more complicated than what it is. Like, if you want to make music, just do it, bro. It's there. Like, just anyone could do it. Like, anyone could do it. It's not like when people make it like complicated. I'm like, oh, dude, this. I'm like, shut up, dude. Like, it's really not that complicated.
Yeah,
like,
no, for sure.
Like, I mean, maybe later down the line it can, but just music shouldn't be like that. People gatekeep shit, and I'm like, dude, just if you want to do it, just do it. Like, and when people like make it more than what it is, because it's all flashy and like, dude, don't do that. You fucking ruin shit for people,
Yeah,
I'm like,
for sure.
But yeah,
the creative process is kind of dying out, but
yeah,
it's. I mean, it looks like it is dying out, but it's there. It's there, and
there's a new horizon.
New horizon. Yep.
There's new things coming up. Like maybe something died, but there's gonna be something born pretty soon. There's gonna be a new thing coming. Which I can see for sure.
Just waves. Just waves.
Yeah.
So let's get into your album. Congrats once again.
Thank you.
I know it's been a minute since it dropped, but
thank you.
We're gonna get into the album right now because I listened to it today in the car with my girlfriend, and we were just chilling, catching a vibe. And the album is called Recovery.
Yeah.
Okay, 8 songs.
Yeah.
So on the writing process for that album, how long did it take you to get the whole concept out?
I feel like, honestly, like, I went through, that album was supposed to drop like 3 years ago.
Oh,
in reality, like, and I kind of just, stuff happens and, your life changes and you kind of just, life takes over and you do other things, and that's what happened with me. And like, I think a good amount of those songs are like, there's a few new ones on there, but there's half of them are like probably like 2-3 years old.
Oh wow!
And so I just made them better over time because I'm like but yeah, I mean, like that's what I did, because I'm like, if it just feels right, when it feels right, it feels right.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's the kind of person I am. But at the same time, like, you still got to push yourself, it's like, even there's not always going to be a perfect time. And I just had to push myself. And I'm like, if I don't do this now, I'm never going to do it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
for sure. Yeah.
And I did it, I can say I did it. And my first body of work that I can present to people. And I'm like, I did it,
It was a good 3 years because, I mean, I feel like you dropped it at the time where like, because you're popping off. You're popping off. You're doing a lot of dope stuff, honestly, in the scene and going on tour and stuff and just getting your name out there. And then when this album dropped, it was, got hyped around it. And the first track on that album, Siempre,
you
right?
like that song?
Fire. A good introduction to the album.
Yeah.
Three songs that stick out to me are Growth, Excuses, and it's Coming Down.
Yeah, that's
Coming
sick.
Down. Oh.
Dude, that song is actually, oh my God. I wrote that song in 2020.
Wow.
Like July of 2020.
It was finished already?
Yeah, back then. And then I ended up scratching it because it was in my friend's computer. And I just scratched it and I made it myself, and I made it better in my own space. And yeah, it's just weird to see because I'm like, damn, happy for you.
Yeah, happy for you
That
too.
Song is really old too. That song is 3 years old. That song's been sitting in my computer for 3 years too. Like, it's pretty old. Yeah, it's crazy.
That's crazy that you keep songs. I try to keep songs, but I just keep hearing it over and over, and I just get really tired.
Yeah, no, I get it. I just think like sometimes like those songs I knew I wanted those because I knew they were gonna hit like that. Because I'm like, I have super catchy, crazy songs. Trust me, like I could have made this album like 20 songs because I have a bunch of demos that I thought I wanted on there, but I'm like, maybe for another time later down the line, maybe, you never know. You know, like we can write like a whole album in a day, maybe, Yeah. But yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah, for the 8 songs though, I mean, it's a perfect amount of time, perfect track listing, banger after banger.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, let's get to the single Excuses. That
Okay.
when you hear that live, people sing loud as hell for that catchy tune.
I love that song.
The Ghostface line.
The
Shout out
Ghostface.
Scream.
Yeah.
Fire.
Yeah.
So when you wrote that song, did you know it was gonna be the track?
I feel like sometimes you know when it's catchy. Like I knew that song was like really catchy because I'm like, damn. I was like when I wrote that in like March of 2021.
Yeah.
And I had the idea, and I told Saint Selfish Dom, I said, because dude, I made literally like 2 videos before, like around like 2 videos with him before. Those songs never came out. They never made it out. But it's like I worked hard just to build stuff, like build an idea of what I want to do.
That's dope though. Yeah. You want to just see it. You want to visualize it and see that you did that. And you're like, oh, okay.
Yeah. And so I'm like, I see what I can work on. I made videos. I did this. I did that. I'm like, okay. And then I just sent him like, it was just like a little video of me singing over the beat. And I was like, and he was like, damn, that's fire. Like, he was like, yeah, let's do it. And I was like, yeah, I want to shoot a video for maybe, I don't know what, but just some crazy stuff, And when the full song came, I was like, damn, like I had that party. And if you've seen the video, I had that big party for like one of my birthdays like that year. And dude, like one of my birthdays, I had a lot of birthdays.
But it's a specific party for a specific birthday.
Yeah, and so like it got out of hand, and a lot of people just started, and cops showed up, shit happens, and I talked to them, and they're just like, we don't want to stop the party. I'm like, hell yeah, you don't, motherfucker. But
let's take a little look. Let's take a little look.
Damn, who is that?
It's lit.
I don't even recognize that kid no more.
Sick ass jersey too.
Thank you, I still have that.
Sick. You got Crack right there.
That's Crack. He works at Bomb Diggity. Shout out to Crack. Yeah,
fire.
That was crazy. Yeah, so
Dom hooked it up on the video. The video was fire,
dude. We just kind of on the spot, But he actually what was I gonna say? When I knew this song was good. Sorry, that took forever for me to explain that. Sometimes I just talk.
You're good.
When I knew it was good is when people started singing it like after, like, and it wasn't even out. It wasn't out for like another like 8 months.
Wow.
Because I was just sitting on it for like a long time, and I was just up to me when,
Throw like little promos out there or no?
Not really. I think life did someone else, but really like people started singing. They're like, dude, what's that one song? Like, dude, you got to do that. You got to do that. And I'm like, and they would sing it back to me. And I'm like, I would talk to friends like from like out of state, like, hey, dude, like, what's that one song that you had at your party? Excuse me.
Yeah.
And they're just like, no, and they would sing it. And I'm like, dude, what the fuck?
Wow.
Like, damn. And I'm like, okay, if it's catchy to other people like that, then it must be good, And so
straight up.
I was like, I didn't know it was gonna be it like that, but I knew it was gonna. You don't know what songs are gonna be it. You don't know what songs aren't gonna be it, but I knew it was catchy. That's all I knew.
That's dope. That song is it's a banger all the way through. And then when you start rapping, like, I was like, yeah, I thought he was just gonna sing, but then he pulls out a little couple bars. You know what I mean? I was like, okay.
I just wanted to show I could do that.
No, that's dope. You made the beat?
Yeah, I made that too. Yeah, I made. Yeah, it's crazy because like sometimes because you make songs, and then you look back and you're just like, damn, like in a different perspective, in a different headspace. Like, remember like sitting down one time, I was driving home. It was like late, like pondering thoughts of life. I was just like, and then I played it and I'm like, damn, I wrote that song. I'm like, damn, damn. I listened to it like if I was listening to it for the first time, like, and it wasn't me, I was like, damn, you know what? I do like this song a lot.
Yeah, that's cool.
You should love the music you make. You should love the fuck out of it. Actually, you worked hard on it.
And the dope thing is it's gonna be out forever. Even when we're long gone, the music's gonna be there.
Wow.
As you think about it, it's crazy. You put it out there and it's gonna stay alive forever.
That's special, man.
And that's a good song. Honestly, it's
thank you.
It fit perfectly in the album.
Thank you.
Fire track. And then I know you started working with, you mentioned him earlier, Tacit.
Yeah.
He's got a little buzz going on. I mean, it's not a little buzz, but it's a
little
buzz.
A little buzz. Shit, I got a little buzz going on with this thing. You feel me? I'm like, shit.
Yeah, shit.
Where the beer at? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tacit. I had him on days.
Sick.
It's funny because I didn't really want him on it, and he could tell you like he can say like I didn't want him on it. I was like, I don't know, man. I was like, because I'm like super like that. I'm like, I know if like stuff's gonna work or not. And I'm like, I don't know, man. I don't know if I want you on that. And I was like, okay, fine. You know, let's do it. You know, because he was just so excited about it, and I was like, okay, you have you're really excited about this, and I'm like, you're getting me excited too now because I'm like, you know what,
energies.
Yeah, so you just got to feel it, and so that's what happened, you know. And I'm like,
it's crazy. So like, I wonder like what the song would be without Tacit's part on it.
I don't know.
What would you have done right there?
I don't know. That's what I'm thinking too. I'm like, damn, like I went through like 4 different hooks.
Wow.
On that song, and I was like, he's like, nah, dude, the hook is that one, like the pre-chorus, the you don't have the trust part.
Yeah.
He's like, dude, that's it, do that, and I'm like, nope.
Yeah,
that's
like,
the pre-chorus, bro.
Yeah.
I'm like, nope, trust me. And so I sent him like 4 different versions, of you know what the hook would be, and I was like, still doesn't feel right. It's still not connecting because like I'm that kind of person where if it, you know, I could write something, but if it doesn't like connect in my, because everyone has their formulas. So like when I'm like, and I'm like, nope, scratch that one, scratch that one, and I'm like, okay, this one's flowing. So. Yeah, and then it flows well because after that he does this thing, and it's actually really good.
Oh yeah, so he gets the crowd moving. Honestly, his part is like the perfect crowd pleasing moment to get the crowd interactive.
It's a banger. I like that.
It's a banger. It's a banger.
I love that song.
So do you have a top 5 favorite artist, like your main inspiration artist that you go to listen to when you're in a funk, or do you have like a writer's block type of thing? You just put them on, you let them play, and then you kind of get your juices back.
I mean, yeah, I kind of do actually. From time to time, I think I look back on like, you know, like you listen to like the stuff like the emo phase stuff that you like. Everyone had that phase, you know, listen to punk, metal, and really got into that, and then you know. And I look back and I'm like, I look back on the stuff I used to listen to, and I'm like, and I still listen to it now. It's just different now, you know.
Yeah.
But when you're a kid, you're like, damn, you know. But it's the nostalgic thing that I chase. I'm like, you know what? I need some nostalgia in my life. I need to play this stuff. But I think Stevie Wonder, just because, like, you know, I've been listening to him since like forever. And then Frank Ocean.
You do a good cover too of that Frank Ocean jam.
Thank you. I love that guy. He's real good. I think he's like. Excuse me, sorry, this like beer's hitting me.
It's all good.
Yeah, you just gotta burp sometimes. Excuse me, guys.
Gotta let it out.
Let it out. No, I'm kidding. No, that guy's a pioneer. You know, you never know, like, you never know who's pioneering right now either. You know.
Yeah.
Like at Tame Impala, you know, Kevin Parker, like he's pioneered for sure. Like 10 years from now, we look back and be like, yeah, you know, Title Fight. Like they paved the way for like a lot of. Because everyone's trying to be Title Fight. You know, like there's a lot of bands that I'm like,
to this day,
sounds too much. Like,
like
not no hate. Like it's awesome. You know, it's good to, because it's like it's inspiration. You know, which is awesome. And then Frank Ocean's, yeah, he's a big pioneer. Pharrell,
legend.
Yeah,
iconic.
DJ Quick.
Ooh, okay.
DJ motherfucking Quick. I'm just trying to think right now. I don't know. Ice Cube.
Sick.
Project Pat. I don't know. Just random shit. Like I just, you know, like it's random shit I listen to. But those are like kind of stuff I listen to, you know, like I listen to DJ Quick like every day.
Yeah. He's got that G-Funk kind of like style.
I love that shit, man.
That shit's groovy.
That's my shit. I love G-Funk. I love the West Coast sound. It's so infectious. Like it makes you just know you're going to have a good time.
Yeah, it's like you play some DJ Quick on a Sunday at a barbecue.
You know it's about to be fire.
Yeah, you know it's about to be a fire barbecue, you know?
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, so we're going to take a little break. We're about to do a shotgun. We'll be back right now.
My name's Jared Rose, and this is The Villain Show. We're doing the freaking beer chug.
Yes, sir. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment. Cheers.
Cheers. Woo.
Oh yeah, better every time. All right, we're back.
Alrighty.
That was a good shotgun.
Yeah, good
I
shotgun.
feel like
It's right here.
I know Jared more now. After that.
You know me because you know that my fucking stomach can't handle that shit. That's how you know me. Shit.
All right,
man.
so we're gonna get into some questions. All right, so do you have any weird hobbies?
Yo, mama.
Nope.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
Yo, mama, boy. Yo, mama. Yeah, baby. No, I'm kidding. My rapper name is actually Yo Mama. It's a different. No, I'm kidding. It's not.
I was
I'm kidding.
like,
No, imagine being like, yo, like playing a show. What's up, y'all? I go by the name Yo Mama. No, I'm kidding. I'm just saying dumb shit right now.
honestly, it's a sidetrack. But
Okay, yeah.
What surprised me when I threw a show and I had your alter ego, your beat. That was
Yeah.
man.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
comedy.
It's funny because you didn't know it was me, right?
I did not know it was you.
It's crazy. I was trying to play it off for a while. And I'm like, I was trying to do some Mexican MF Doom type thing.
Yeah, I was like, who's this with the Rey Mysterio?
DJ Rocker.
Yeah, I was like, yo, this shit is fire. I'm like, sick ass beats.
Yeah.
I hit you up. I didn't even know it was you. I was like,
yeah, I'm down.
and then you pull me aside at the show. You're
Yeah.
like, hey, I just want to let you know I'm DJ Rocker Fool. Boom.
I remember
Yeah,
I
that's just crazy.
asked him. I was like, "Yo, who's DJ Rocker?" He's like, "I don't know." I was like, "Yeah, where he's at? Like,
Yeah.
where is he? Where is he?" And,
Yeah.
and I was like, "What if I told him? I was like, what if I told you it was me?" And he was just like, "What?"
Yeah, that shit threw. I was like, damn, that's clever. I was
Yeah.
like, MF Doom style, like you said.
Yeah,
Dude,
just
that
with the
shit's
mask and
clever.
stuff, And then like that was my first time doing like a beat set.
And
type
you're
thing.
like, don't tell anybody.
yeah.
But then once you went on and you started talking, I was like, oh yeah, you could tell it's Jared
It's
now.
fuck, dude. It's
You
because
should have had a voice changer.
I just can't. I know I should have.
The great supervillain.
I just
podcast.
can't. That was a good show. That was probably my favorite show out of
Yeah,
like,
that was a hype one. You had the
recently.
crowd going.
That was a really good show. Everyone was singing, and I was tripping. I was like
Yeah.
tripping,
That
It
shit-
felt like it was part of the tour that I was on. Like I think I told you.
Yeah, I remember.
Like-
we had this conversation about it. Yeah.
It felt like it was part of the tour. Honestly, it felt like because I had just came back and stuff,
Yeah.
and then I had the other show in Maywood after that one. I think the week after maybe, and it basically was part of the tour. Honestly,
That's cool.
for me,
It's like that was like the ending show for the tour, right?
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
beautiful.
that's cool.
Dude, it's such a weird feeling, like feeling homesick, because I was gone for because I was working Coachella too,
Yeah.
and so after tour, I literally just went to Coachella and worked there for 2 weeks. So I didn't see my friends for fucking almost 2 months. Like I didn't see a
Yeah.
lot of people for 2 months because I was just tour, came back, work, and then came back and just. So I was homesick and I felt so good. I felt so good being back. I was like, man. And I know it's not that long, but I'm like, it was my first time doing something like that.
Yeah.
But it just felt good being back. I'm like,
No, that's dope. I mean, not a lot of people could say they went on tour, So kudos to you. Honestly, that's just tough.
man, yeah,
And you guys put it together.
we did it.
And, that's awesome, So yeah,
Yeah.
when you did play that show, I felt your energy. You're like, yeah, I just did a tour. My aura is kind of like blasting in the crowd.
I felt
It was
it.
fire.
I felt it because I'm like, I saw different people, different, I had to play people that never heard anything of
Yeah.
me. And I'm like in a different state. And I'm like,
Yeah,
even, I look at it now and I'm like, damn, I really did that shit. Huh? I'm like, that's crazy. But you do make fans and that travels, so
Yeah,
you never
yeah.
know, regardless of how many people we did play for or didn't, I look back and I'm like, you never know who was there
Yeah,
or who
for
might
sure.
have really and really, you really know, you never know who's going to be at your shows. You never know who's going to be there. If it's 3 people, but man, those 3 people could be people that could fucking change your life. You never know. It's stuff like that, and I started learning that recently,
yeah.
and I'm like, oh shit, what the fuck,
That's hella fire. Yeah, you always got to give 100%
Yeah,
every
so
show you play.
yeah, bro. So any shows that you play, regardless, it's at at the what was it? The Melo Lando show. I was
Yeah.
like, I had to go. That was my first time doing 2 shows in one night, and I was like,
Yeah.
fuck, dude, I was already late to the other one, and I remember I got to LA, and shout out to Javi, but he put up the show, and I remember, I guess no one performed, I guess, because like, you know, he was having trouble with the PA and he didn't know how to work it. And I was like, well, this is why I'm here. I'm late, but we're gonna make something out of nothing.
Yeah.
And it's like that's the drive. I was just in a weird, like in a drive. I was like, nah, we're gonna fucking do something.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, for
I'm
sure.
like, oh, no one's played. People are leaving. It's like, dude, I don't know if you should play now. And I was like, nah, bro, we're gonna make something happen.
Yeah, not on
And I
my
was like-
watch.
And I was like, not on my watch. I don't
Yeah.
got no watch, but when I get one.
You know, yeah,
Yeah.
for real. That's sick though. Okay, dope. So yeah. So back to the weird hobbies.
Oh, fuck.
Do you have any weird hobbies?
Mine a little too weird, man.
Hey,
I like
weird,
playing with my toys.
weird
my
the better.
I like I like no, actually I don't know how weird. I don't watch TV. I don't.
That's weird.
I watch YouTube videos. I guess that counts as TV maybe.
Yeah,
But I just
you don't watch any shows or anything.
dude, I'm just a weird. It's cuz I have like ADHD. I have like I'm
okay.
always like doing new shit, doing like different shit, you know, but weird hobby is this is really weird. Actually, this is really, really weird. Look at it. He's looking at me like he's like, you better say
They
something
pop out of
sus,
nowhere.
huh, bro.
They pop out of nowhere.
Might
It's
be
like,
sus to some people, but it's very comforting to me.
okay.
I like, you know, obviously it's on TikTok, but
Feet.
feet,
Yeah,
feet,
yeah.
bro. Hey, bro, if it's feet, you could just say it. Like,
Straight
feet,
up.
bro. No, I'm kidding. No, it's ASMR videos.
Wow.
I like when they're like doing all the,
Yeah.
you know, all that crazy stuff, and like they be talking and stuff. Like there's just like,
Hey, how you doing today? You know, we're gonna do it.
I'm just letting you know that we're hanging out together. You know, so it's like stuff like that that I'm like, there's this chick named it's called Healing with Raquel, and she just says like really sweet things.
Yeah.
I'm getting all simp mode, but no, well she says like really sweet things. She's like, you know, yeah, like
Let's just finish the pod in
Yeah.
ASMR.
yeah, for real. I'm like,
Yeah.
so yeah, I hope you guys are having a good day. And,
Today's been great. You know?
what no longer serves you is leaving right now.
Exactly. But no, yeah. So,
That I like that stuff because
Yeah.
like, and I do it every single day before I fall asleep.
oh,
And
so
even
it makes you sleep.
yeah, and even like when I'm chilling, like if I did something, I just
That's it.
sit down. Healing with Raquel.
Healing with Raquel.
Oh
Let's see.
shit, is that her? Oh, it is her. Go click on that. Yeah, that's her. I love her. Shout out if she sees it.
Wow.
Oh my god, I'm gonna tag her actually if she
Yeah.
because I love her.
Shout out Raquel.
She's beautiful. She's awesome. She makes great content videos
She
and
looks happy.
yeah, no, her voice is so soothing too. You know, but now we're getting
And it's
into
like
some
2
deep
hours
shit right
to
now.
like 3 hours of
Yeah, it's just so comforting, you know. It makes you feel. I feel like it's the kid in you. It makes you feel safe, like that. I think that's what it makes me. Maybe it's not that weird, but people like I've sent it to some friends. Like I send them like ASMR stuff, like
Yeah.
you know, on TikTok. They're like, "Mom, help!" And I'm like, "You motherfucker! I'm trying to like, trying to put you onto some shit. Like you fucking take."
Do you ever watch the food ones?
Yeah, I like those too.
Oh man, they just be grubbing
They're
out.
some of those are kind of sus. I'm like.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, the food's not gonna run out. Like motherfuckers be eating like
No,
there's
really.
a shortage of food. Like food, there's
Jeez.
more crab legs in the fucking sea. There's like millions of crabs.
It's
fool.
scary because like you think like how many people choke while they're doing those videos because they're going ham.
How the fuck do they eat so much and such like you know what I'm talking about when they're eating like the noodles and then the fucking bruh.
Have you
Like,
seen this dude Mo?
relax.
His name's Mo. He's on TikTok. He does like
Yeah.
he goes to different like restaurants and does the challenges.
Oh yeah,
And
yeah,
he just
yeah,
demolishes them. It's crazy. It's
yeah.
crazy.
Motherfucker's crazy too.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's some we're getting into this
Yeah.
isn't that weird, but you know, the ASMR stuff is just
I feel it,
very
though. A lot of people like it.
I know it's like weird to some people, but I think it really calms my ADHD down and my anxiety. It really helps me.
Okay.
And I'm like, you know, and I don't even realize it till like you know what?
You're laid out snoring.
Yeah, I'm like, and like I wake up,
It's still on.
I wake up and it's like my phone.
Are you still there?
Yeah, I fall asleep with my headphones on and I wake up and I'm
Oh,
like, I just see
shit.
her like the and I'm like, And it's the same video, and it's been going on for hours while I've been asleep. And I wake up, and I'm like, whoa. I'm like, damn, I love you, bitch. I'm like, damn, I love you.
That's
Put my
cool,
ass
though.
to sleep, girl.
Yeah, that's
I'm kidding.
dope. That's dope.
Yeah, she's awesome.
That's dope. So okay, so I have another
Yeah.
segment. So I used to do this during the pandemic. I had the villain show. It was like on IG Live. I would always ask the artist, "Do you believe in ghosts?"
Ooh, woo! All right, yes, I
believe in
do.
ghosts? Okay, so you believe in ghosts. Do you have any ghost stories?
I have
that
one
experiences that you've had or anything like that?
I have one really, really freaky one that I thought about like a few years ago and really like sent chills down my spine because it was fucking freaky as hell. So we were staying with, I think just like with some family members for like, I think like a week or two until we like got our new place. And it was in Pomona too. And, they passed away and now it's like their kids, but they're like older, you know, we're cousins basically.
Okay.
And so my brother had just been born. He was like 2 months old, and I think I was like 6, and we were sharing a room. My stepdad, me, my mom, and my brother, and we had a room. And my brother and my mom were on the bed. Excuse me, sorry, y'all. I just I'd be burping and shit, and so my stepdad and I were on the floor. We were on the floor, just whatever. And he was facing the wall, and I was facing under the bed. It's already freaky.
Yeah.
So I was facing under the bed, right? Like I was right next to it, basically. And I didn't think about it at the time, but later, on, fucking freaky. But basically, at night, I remember like I was half asleep, and I felt like someone was just like scratching like my back because I had my shirt off, and I felt like someone was just like going all the way on top, all the way down. Like I felt nails, like just, and I thought it was my stepdad,
Yeah.
And I remember like, and I felt that like a lot, and then in the morning I woke up and I had like scratches on me, right? And I woke up in the morning and I told him, I was like, dude, you didn't let me sleep. I was like, you were scratching me all night. Why were you doing? He was like, I wasn't fucking scratching you. I was asleep. Like, Look, come to find out that he didn't, obviously, but my back was facing under the bed. So something must have been scratching me from under the bed. It must have been some fucking demonic shit. It's like, dude, like honest, they didn't have no cats. They didn't have nothing like that. They had dogs, but they're outside. And and I think I remember, because I was 6, they're probably, I was a kid. They were talking about it the next day, like, I think in private, and they're just like, oh, this happened, blah, blah, blah. And I think they like ran an egg through me, some Mexican shit. And so I don't, like, still to this day, some fucking scratch me from under the bed. Dude, that's freaky. Huh?
Wow.
Yeah, and it's
terrifying.
Dude, that shit, and there's a shit that you can't explain. So I do believe in ghosts, and that shit, I'm like,
I do too.
What the fuck scratched me, bro?
Yeah, that's wild.
Little duendes.
Man, fuck that fool. I'm like, stop scratching me, fool.
Yeah. Had to catch a fade.
Fucking duende ass boy.
Catch a fade. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
That's wild though. So that's like the only experience you've ever had with the unexplained.
Yeah, we had a house. Not a house, but we were like renting. Before we moved into where we are now, but it was in Ontario too, by Bonneview Park, and dude, that place was haunted as fuck. Like the front neighbors, like there was a kid that would cry sometimes, and like I guess the neighbors like would see like a kid just crying, and he would disappear.
Whoa.
And in our house we had, because like a back house, we had a fucking like poltergeist in our house, like like the cupboards were like fucking open, and like shit would fly everywhere, and I'm like, and I would hear like voices sometimes, and I used to always be sussed out taking a shower too. I'm like, I felt like someone was standing there, dude. And I would get out and I'm like, like I don't want to see that,
Yeah, no, I feel that. I used to live in a house in Pomona, right off of was it Holt and what's that street? It's right there, like in Pomona, and we had like weird lights flickering, and I would feel like a presence, taking a shower, some weird stuff.
That's sus, man.
That's wild.
It's just like, bruh, it's like, let me shower.
Yeah, for
Unless
sure.
you're trying to like clean my ass for me, like get the
Yeah.
fuck out of here. You know, like
yeah.
like it's like, bruh, like ghosts are sus, man. Like
Yeah.
fucking weird ass things.
That's just
Ghosts are
crazy.
canceled.
Yeah, ghosts are canceled for sure.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, all right. I just wanted to know if you believe, and that was pretty some
Hell yeah.
interesting stories. Okay,
Hell yeah.
all right. Hell yeah. So at the end of the show, we're gonna have you do one song for us,
Dude. Okay.
little live performance,
Okay.
little something I've been doing during like the old villain show. This is the revamped version. But do you have any last words that you want to say before we start this? Do you have anything you want to get off your
Say it
chest?
like he's gonna die.
No. Oh no.
Any last words?
Yeah, you're right. Yeah.
Electric chair after this.
Yeah. Do you have any words of hope? I'm sorry.
Words
any
of hope.
Words of hope.
Any last words?
You're right. It did sound a little.
Any last words?
And
motherfucker?
it sounded a little cowboyish.
Okay. Any words? Okay.
Encouragement. Any words? Of
Encouragement.
You
Yeah.
got
I
this.
mean, what I can say is, looking at yourself right now, just be patient with yourself in every occasion that you take in life. We're only humans trying to survive and trying to figure ourselves out. So if you got traumas, we're not perfect. Just time does heal when you do things, but it's also like, everyone says it, like time heals. It does heal, but it's also, if you don't take the steps in order to want to heal, you won't. So it's like, time won't be shit if you don't do something with it,
Hell yeah.
And I guess just push yourself in those times where you feel like you can't take it anymore. You're going to thank yourself later on when you're happy, because you work so hard to be happy, and it's going to feel really good for you. So yeah, just, never give up in anything. It doesn't mean like music cliche shit. Like, no, it's in life, because shit happens to us that we're not prepared for and can really change our perspective in life. So don't ever, that's, expect the unexpected and be ready for it.
Fire.
Yeah.
Fire. I'll snap to that.
Love
Thank
y'all.
you. That was
Love Aw, he's gonna go.
that was the first episode of the Villain Show. I want to give thanks to Joseph. I want to give thanks to Jared Rose, our guest.
Cheers.
Thank you guys. He's gonna do a song for us.
Thank
And
you
then,
guys.
that's it. Thank you guys so much.
The song's called "How Can I Love You." Unreleased, probably will never be released, but special segment. I made the beat too, so enjoy. Woo! Shout out Chewy, shout out Hephty. Thank you for having me. Woo! Dance. Here we go. Alright. Okay. Here we go. How can I love you? This love is stagnant. You just be on my mind. If I could see you, it would be tragic, and I'll just hide behind. Every time I talk, it's backwards, and I don't know why. But I love you still, and I know why. 'Cause I've been through some things that I can't explain. But if you look, you'll see, and we'll just make it. So I'll go on with days that I can see here. And I know that you'll be here when I call you in. And it goes, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes. And it goes, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes like that. And it goes, and it goes, and it goes, and it goes like that. Ooh. How can I love you? Ready? Here we go. Hey, y'all. How can I love you? This love is stagnant. You just be on my mind. If I could see you, it would be tragic, so I'll just hide behind. Every time we talk, it's backwards, and I don't know why. But I love you still, Alright, here we go. How can I love you? Do it again. How can I love you? This love is stagnant. You just be on my mind. If I could see you, it would be tragic. So I'll just hide behind. Every time we talk, it's backwards, and I don't know why. But I love you still, I love you still, and I know why. I love you still, and I love you to the end of time. I love you still, and I love you till it's the last time. How can I love you? This love is stagnant. You just be on my mind. If I could see you, it would be tragic. So I'll just hide behind. Every time we talk, it's backwards, and I don't know why. But I love you still, I love you still, and I know why. Thank you so much. I love you.
Woo. Let's go.
Yeah, Rick.